Uncle, நான் பேசுறது கேக்குதுங்களா uncle?
கேக்குதுமா.
Okay. So, நான் இன்னைக்கு எடுத்திருக்க saint வந்து St.Santiago. So, like we normally see him in the Bible as James, as a disciple of Jesus. We know him as a fisherman, also the brother of John. So he was born in the place called Bethsaida, and he was a son of Zebedee and Salmi. So his name in Hebrew, Greek, and Latin is known as Jacob, and in English it's known as James. In Spanish, it's known as Santiago, and in Tamil, it's known as Jacob. So, like this story is a bit long. So, we have seen him in the Bible, in the place where Jesus chooses the disciples, in Matthew 4:21. And he was one of the close disciple. In all of 12, Peter, James, and John were very close with Jesus, and they were with him every time. So he was mostly present in, we can see him mostly in where Jesus does the miracle when Peter's mother-in-law, she's sick that time. And another miracle is when he raises the girl from the dead. That one, and the other one is the transfiguration of Jesus, and also in the Last Supper. So we can see him mostly. The main four are these four. The next, we can see him in so after this, it's about his story. So after the resurrection of Jesus, he went to Israel, Samaria, Italy, and Spain, and he preached to many people, and he brought everyone into Christianity in all those places wherever he went. So this, after like 40 years, on January 2nd, in the peninsula of Iberian, there was a river called Ebro, where he was preaching. He got a vision that Mother Mary, she was at a pillar in Zagorus, which is it's called Zagorza in Spain. So he got a vision seeing her at a pillar. So she told him that I will protect you always. I'll never leave you. I'll always be with you. So she also told him, representing that what she has given a vision over here, he has to build a church over there. So now that church is known as the Lady of Our Pillar in Spain. And that was the first church which was built for Mother Mary. And like this is next is like how he died and the next thing. So on July 25th, King Herod killed Santiago with a sword. So after this, Santiago's disciples carried him on a boat. It actually was a rowboat, but then the row sticks weren't there. So it was late night, it was dark, and they had to go somewhere, but they were on the boat on the sea, and angels helped them, showed the way, they showed the directions, and they went to Spain. With the help of angels, they went to Spain, to a place called Colossia. So they kept his body on a rock, and next was a miracle. When they kept his body on the rock it formed wax, and it covered his whole body with fully wax, which changed into a coffin box. The coffin box which they keep the dead people. So the minute they kept him on the rock, he got fully covered with wax, and it got changed into the coffin box. So at that time, after this happened, the disciples, the king's spies, they saw these people, so they they prisoned all those disciples. So after 1 or 2 days, angels came and freed them. They came to the prison and they freed them from the prison, and they tried to escape. So when they tried to escape, these soldiers actually should have caught them, but then there was a bridge. So the minute they crossed the bridge from one side to the other, the soldiers on this side died. The minute they went on the other, when the um, disciples went on the other side, these soldiers died. So looking at all of this, the king, he believed that this is a miracle and he's a very nice holy person. So he thought he'll build a church for him. But then that time he was a king, but then um, they have to ask permissions from the queen too. So the queen also had power. Only if the queen had, if she allowed, they should build a church. So these disciples went and asked the queen. She told that take these. She gave some bullock carts and told them to take these and go and carry the body of Saint Santiago. But then these bullock carts weren't that strong, and the bulls, they were they are stubborn. They don't listen to the person, and they are you can't control them. They're not controllable. So the queen thought she would I mean the when they carry the body back, that they'll misplace the body and these disciples would die. But then actually when they took the bullock carts and while they were coming, so these bulls were so stubborn, they couldn't control it. And so these disciples took the cross of Jesus, one of the cross, and then they went in front of the bull, and then they stood and then they prayed. So after they prayed, the bulls were very controllable. Whenever they told something, it listened and it went according to it. So this queen didn't believe all this happening here. And then after this uh, she got they got the permission for building a church in Spain. So now there's a church in Spain just for Saint Santiago. And this is the story of Saint Santiago. Thank you.